It looks as though the top of our housing market for Tucson was June of 2022. So what are home values doing since the top of the housing market? Hello, my name's Tyler Ford here in Tucson, Arizona with eXp Realty, and welcome to this episode of Living in Tucson, your Tucson real estate connection. And if you go look at my past videos in terms of my housing market reports, I got out my crystal ball and I predicted that the top of the housing market would be May or June of 2022. But it looks as though the top of the housing market did top out in June of 2022, and we've seen a pullback since. And so I'm going to go over what the median home values are now here in Tucson, and it might surprise you. It's not as bad as you might think it is. And then I'm also going to go over dollar per square foot from the high of June of 2022 to what it is currently. We're going to take a look at all properties. So the median sales price for all properties in the Tucson MLS. So back in June of 2022, when this market topped out, the median sales price was $345,000 June of 2022. And if you take a look at what's going on right now, the median home sales price for all properties, $326,800, which is down 6%, or a total of $18,200. So the pullback hasn't been as significant as I think a lot of people think it's been. So we've seen a pullback. Inventory levels are starting to go up, so it's much more of a buyer's friendly market. But again, as we head into the winter months and we've got more demand coming back into Tucson, the question is, will inventory levels maintain and stabilize to keep home values from continuing to go down? So it's too soon to tell, but that's what's going on in terms of the median home sales price for all properties. Now I want to take a look at dollar per square foot. So a lot of people, when they're looking at homes and running a CMA, they're looking at the average dollar per square foot. And when we run a CMA, you'll get closed properties and what the average dollar per square foot is. And then you can take that and multiply it by the square footage of the home that you're looking at and or wanting to sell. So if you look at the top of the market in terms of average dollar per square foot, it was $221, and currently it's sitting at $213 in terms of the average dollar per square foot, which is down 4%, or a total of $8. So that's what's going on here in terms of from the height of the market in June of 2022 to where we currently are sitting right now. Well, the market's definitely pulled back since June of 2022. And again, we have seen a pullback. It's not as significant, I think, as a lot of people actually think it is. That's why I wanted to do this video, just to show you what's going on with home values here in Tucson. So depending on what side of the fence you're on, whether you're a seller, a buyer, or maybe a combination of both, you're selling something and buying something, there's some things that you want to think about. If you're a seller out there, a couple things to think about. Number one, when you're running comps, make sure you're only looking at closed sales from 60 to 90 days back. If you look at anything further than 90 days, you're going to have unrealistic expectations in terms of what you could potentially sell your home for, and also how long it will take, because average days on market has gone up. So again, pull a comps, a CMA, 60 to maybe 90 days back when you're pricing your home. The other thing as a seller you can do is offer seller concessions. And what seller concessions do is you're giving the buyer some money in order to go towards their closing costs and or to buy down their rate to make the monthly payment more affordable and more attractive. So that's what you could be doing as a seller out there. If you're a buyer out there, we're definitely moving into a more buyer-friendly market. There's more properties to look at. There's room for negotiating that list price. And when you're writing the contract, you want to be putting in seller concessions and asking that the seller pays a portion of your closing costs, and or like I said, using that money to buy down your rate. So you want to reach out to your lender. If you don't have a lender, we could refer you to some good lenders that will work with you and let you know what type of seller concession you would need in order to buy down that rate. So just some things to think about, whether you're a buyer or a seller. And again, time will tell as we move into the winter and the spring in terms of demand coming back into the Tucson housing market, and whether inventory levels will maintain at this point and stabilize home values. So again, I wish I had that crystal ball and I could predict it, but all you can do is look at the numbers and make an educated decision that fits what's best for you at the end of the day, whether you're selling or buying or doing a combination of both. Keep in mind, we've got a 16-foot box moving truck, so if you use us to buy or sell a home, you're more than welcome to use our truck. And even down the road, if you ever need to move appliances or furniture, pick something up at Home Depot or Lowe's, you're more than welcome to use our truck. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions in regards to the Tucson housing market, we would love to help. Whether you're buying or selling, you can reach out to us, and myself or somebody on the team would love to help. If you like this video, do me a huge favor. Give me an internet high five by liking it. If you got any questions or comments, go ahead and comment below. And for more awesome videos about living in Tucson, your Tucson Real Estate Connection, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, make it a great day.